Hello everyone, I'm Amrita and I'll begin our presentation by explaining the overall data topology, our pre-processing pipeline, and the latent features we have engineered to enhance our machine learning models. For this project, our objective was to model smart energy consumption patterns and predict peak energy hours by combining multiple datasets that represent different aspects of the energy ecosystems. For this, we have used three datasets. The first dataset contains minute-level power readings collected from a single household in Europe. It has different metrics such as global active power, voltage, and multiple submetering values. So we have aggregated all this to an hourly resolution so that it aligns with the temporal scale of the other datasets. This dataset represents the micro-level household scale energy usage pattern. For the second dataset, we have used it from a smart home with appliance level consumption readings and which also has the contextual information such as humidity, temperature, and season. We treat this dataset as our IoT level dataset, which represents modern homes with sensors and control devices. The third dataset represents macro level grid energy consumption. It has the readings in megawatts from the PJM region in the US. This provides a broader regional view of the total grid load over time. Bringing these three together, we effectively cover three segments of the energy ecosystem, from household to smart home to regional grid. This structure gave our model a rich multi-layered topology to learn both from local and global consumption trends. For data cleaning and harmonization, we standardized all the three data sets to use a common hourly date time index. So originally, each dataset uses different formats and column names. So we created some helper functions so that it can automatically detect and parse the datetime columns, identify the main energy consumption columns such as kilowatt hours, load or power, handle missing values and convert all power readings to a common kilowatt hour equivalent unit. Once aligned, we harmonized the schema so that each and every dataset contains a consumption column, a source column, which identifies which dataset it came from. Finally, to make them all comparable, we applied z-score normalization per dataset. So we convert all the consumption values to a standardized form. This step was crucial because dataset 3, for example, uses megawatts, where dataset 1 uses kilowatt hours. So we needed everything on a comparable scale before amalgamation. So for feature engineering, we built a series of engineered and latent features to help the model capture complex energy behaviors. So here's what we have added. A time-based features which we extracted hour, day, and month, which detects whether it has a weekend or not. So the functions that we have created are like our day of the week, DOW, and is weekend. And the second one is lag and rolling statistics, where we have created lag underscore 1h, which represents the previous hour's consumption, roll mean 24h, which represents the 24-hour moving average. These features give the model memory, as it will learn from the short and medium term dependencies, which are crucial in time series data. For the third thing, we are doing cyclical time encoding. So instead of treating hours as numbers, we represented them as sine and cosine components. So we have hour underscore sine and hour underscore cos, which means cosine, so that the model could understand periodicity, like how hour 23 and hour 0 are close in the day cycle. The fourth one is a holiday flag. We used beautiful soup and request to scrape US federal holidays from Wikipedia. So we added a binary is underscore holiday column to flag holiday hours, as consumption patterns often differ on holidays. This step demonstrates data enrichment through web scraping, aligning with the latent variable and manifold concept. The fifth one is weather latent variables. From dataset 2, we extracted temperature and season columns and applied principal component analysis so that it will generate two latent features capturing hidden weather patterns. This dimensionality reduction created latent manifolds representing weather effect intensity and seasonal variation. For the last thing, we are doing volatility and behavior metrics. So we have added 24-hour rolling standard deviation, which is volatility, to measure variability and computed a rolling ratio, like current consumption versus average. And we have also created a peak streak feature, counting consecutive hours of high usage, which helps us detect consumption persistence. Now that our data sets were enriched and aligned, Revant will explain our modeling strategy, including the algorithms we have used, the reasoning behind them, and how we used feature importance to improve our results. Hand over to Revant.
Thank you, Amrita. I'll take it from here and discuss about the model selection, training process, and the feature refinement steps that helped us to enhance the accuracy and interpretability. For the feature important analysis, once we trained the random forest classifier on the full feature set and we have extracted the important values, we found the top features across all the data sets that are the temporal dependencies, short-term variation, behavioral scaling, time pattern, and trend persistence. And meanwhile, features like holiday window 1, temp anomaly, or long range rolling features had minimal contribution, indicating noise. We therefore removed low important features, refined our models, and compared the results to show how the prune is improved accuracy and generalization. So our objective is our main task was twofold. One is the classification, the other one is the regression. So it predict whether like the given R is in the peak consumption, uh, for the regression, the predict the exact normalized consumption value. We have experimented with several several algorithms, but focused on interpretable and robust to noise and capture handle non-linear relationships. We started with classification models like logistic regression uh, and decision tree and the random forest. So one is used for the linear baseline, simple and interpretable, and the decision trees for the non-linear handle categorical and numerical feature natively, and for the random forest, an assemble of trees that generalize well and provide feature importance, which we later use for feature selection. We have evaluated the stratified k-fold across validation, ensuring balanced representation of peak and non-peak samples. So next, coming to the multi-layer perceptron. We have also built a multi-layer perceptron using TensorFlows and Keras. This model has 3 hidden layers with dropout regularization. It was especially useful to see if our latent features allowed a neural model to learn deeper nonlinear relationships. We trained the MLP with class weights to balance our slightly imbalanced data, and we plotted ROC curves for the baseline and extended features. We observed clear improvement with the latent features were included. The AUC values rose across all the data sets. And the next one is we have implemented the Mueller loop, which systematically evaluated multiple regression models on the same data to compare performance across metrics like RMSE, MAE, and R square. Our linear regression or regressors included like linear regression, random forest regressor, k nearest neighbors, XBoost regressor, and MLP regressor. So these are the results, and this gave us unified view how different algorithms perform on both baseline and extended feature set. So next, Yashasvi will walk through our comparative results and uh, visualizations we produced and how our refined models outperform the initial one.
Thank you, Revant. Now I'll explain how our results evolved across the baseline, extended, and refined models, and what insights we derived. Initially, our baseline models performed well, but had slightly noisy predictions uh, due to due to redundant variables. For example, the random forest regressor achieved an R square of around 0.92 on the combined data set of S1, 2, 3. RMSE values are around 0.34 and MAE of around 0.22. This was already strong, showing that an amalgamated data improved learning over single data sets. After applying after pruning the latest important feature based on random forest important ranking, our performance improved across all metrics, and the results show that removing irrelevant features improved both accuracy and model stability. For instance, after feature pruning, our random forest R square improved from 0.92 to 0.95, and RMSE dropped by nearly 15%. We visualized this important improvement using bar charts comparing baselines versus extended metrics across RMSE, MAE, and R square. This reduction in error was consistent across all data sets, confirming that our feature importance based refinement achieved its objective. So some of the key insights through this was that data amalgamation strengthened the model by capturing richer consumption patterns across diverse scales. Latent features like volatility, rolling ratio, and peak streak improve the model's ability to detect short-term anomalies. Feature pruning definitely removed noise, leading to more stable and interpretable models. Random forest consistently emerged as the most robust algorithm. The MLP model validated that our engineered features encoded meaningful nonlinear relationships. In conclusion, through data enrichment, latent feature integration, and feature importance based pruning, we build a high performing and interpretable energy consumption prediction system. Our model progressed through simple time based prediction to enriched feature engineering with latent manifolds, and finally to optimized models with reduced noise and better generalization. This directly meets our assignment goal, showing clear improvement after applying feature importance and developing an explainable ML system grounded in domain understanding.